I want to talk about a couple of things. I hope you can hear me okay. Um, I've paid my tech debt in full. Shout out to Seven Bomar. Um, I was going to go back to kindergarten, dare I say, a kindergarten. Uh, let's use the movie Split as the framework. This person was going through 23 to 24 personalities. Hold on. And the one that could dissolve, I don't want to just say banish, because banish is again moving something into this quote outer darkness. And I got to be brief because this is a new channel. And one thing I said to myself was, I'm not going to create procrastination by setting up this, great empire and kingdom. First of all, it's already set. It's already done. My area of life and expertise is acknowledging that it's already done, interpreting and translating how did you build your success. From the time that you read it, it was not just done, but the assignment at that point was to recognize as the teacher, as the professor, as the auditor, how has this been done? I'm not reading this to go do something. I'm reading this as a receipt. So it would not even come up on my radar if I had not done it already. So back to the 23, to include the 24th, which was called the Beast. How are you the Beast? Up to this point, I have accepted the zoology. Again, the entity, the being, the man was a zookeeper of maintenance of sorts in the zoo. So people talk about you are what you eat. He started eating females, and there were two that were unsuccessful in getting away. So I saw that as the Trinity, and the only one that did not get away was, again, as he called, already tainted. He was eating the pure. So you could call that the lion's share, or you can call it, again, all the zodiac signs. The Ophiuchus or whatever, and then the Ophiuchus, handles the snake. I slowed down, or I actually paused the video at one point to see the names of the other characters, the other personalities. This is what you call shadow work. Do it for yourself. Again, for me, it's already done, not just in reading it, but I have identified the gist, which is the register. I am re-registering. I'm not researching. I have found. So what I've been doing is I've been living my life, and you can accept this for yourself. I've been living my life in review. And this is confirmed by all the TV shows that I watch, or I say TV shows, but U2B, YouTube channel where the guy's name is Robert, and he talks the same thing, that we've already done it. It's already done. We're living it out. And to me, again, that's the dodo bird effect, where they fly in reverse. I've also been using the V effect of birds that migrate. They take turns leading. There is not one leader. that not only exhausts the birds, but that does give, again, the creation, the potential of envy. But if we all have leadership, not just qualities, but we're given the moment to lead in the V shape, then again, we reduce the hatred, the hat red. So we move up from the root chakra to the orange, to the gold, to the green, to the blue / indigo, to the purple or violet, so that lets you know where Prince already was. Prince was in the crown chakra, from the beginning. I see my time. Okay, I'm about halfway there. So I want to, again, invite you to look at the movie 23. You don't have to look at the entire movie. You can if you want. But the point I want to highlight for quick study is if we use the 12 zodiac signs twice. So one time is not enough. That is only half a resolution or revolution. You need 2 times around, like the 12-hour clock, 24-hour clock. So think more 24 steps. So 12-step program, you're halfway there. But 23, look at those names in the video, the movie. One of the names was Kevin. I believe Kevin was the commander. He was the architect. And again, this movie blamed his mother. There is no father to speak of, I don't believe. So there's your first fracture. And I guess the beast probably is the big daddy of it all coming back. And he allows those that are, let me see your scars, which at this point we all have them. This to me explains ritualism and doing it in the right way. Healing your religious beliefs in the Trinity and not the six of man. To me, Trinity is only halfway there. I looked at the symbolism. If 7 were not a number, and you saw it as a picture, a character, you saw it as a stick figure, what would it be? And I see 7 as a hangman, the little, especially if you make the little dot and then over and down. So it's like, okay, so that looks like the beginning of the hangman game. And my thought was, what happens, if I don't want to have that as an option, a tree available for hanging? So I've often did the 7 and then the line. So I thought that was immediately, that did the trick for me, if you will. That did the trick in chopping down the tree. I'm not going to call it the cherry tree, but that's what comes to mind. So George Washington chopped down the cherry tree. What does that symbolize? Cherry tree to me is CC. So the carbon copy, if you will, to both or all parties of what these metaphors mean. So I think that's enough for now. Again, look at the names, all the names, the personality, the ones that were in charge was the, again, I won't go into it for time's sake, but check out the movie and see it for yourself. See it as yourself. And the beast, instead of being somebody running around on all fours and eating people, create whatever narrative you want there. My name is Valerie. This has been Go Ask Val, Troubleshooting Your Life. I'll talk to you again soon.